And that's exactly why I don't argue with Barca fans no more. Because this always happens every single year, bro.
Santi Jimenez needs the rest of his team to be better than him to shine. If the rest of his team is piss poor.
Or as good as him.
Yeah. Was he really that good today?
What is up, lads? Welcome back to the Ladsfootyshow. I'm your host, Vio. Here are my co-hosts,
Keeks.
And as you guys can see, we're missing one person. I think we all know why. Classico Chivas lost and Barca took an L. So me and Keeks are going to have to do the shagging today.
My favorite looks.
Champions League reactions. I think today was the most entertaining day. Would you say? Compared to the other 2 days? Yesterday was very boring.
I did like
Man
the first.
City.
I did like the first day.
Madrid?
Yeah, I did like the first.
Madrid and Bayern? I'd say today.
I think they were probably more. I think they were more interesting. I'd say. I don't know. I think pretty much the games kind of just let themselves on from the first 10 minutes. You kind of already saw how the rest of the game was gonna go.
Yep. And before we get started, click the link down below to join our Discord, boys, and like, comment, subscribe to all our socials, subscribe to the YouTube channel, everything. Let's start off from the games today. I think that's the most relevant topic right now since we are uploading this today. And do you want to start off with Barca, the main team?
Yeah, let's get it over with.
So I fully expected Barca to win. Yeah, I know it's going to be a tough game. I have Monaco as like my dark horse team of the tournament. I knew Monaco was going to play well. They're at home, but I didn't expect Barca to lose. And instantly within the first 5 minutes of the match, right? Was it the first 5 minutes?
I think 10.
First 10 minutes of the match, Eddie Garcia.
At exactly 10 minutes, Eric Garcia picked up a red card.
Eddie Garcia gets a red card. Man, these guys just always shoot themselves in the foot. And that's exactly why I don't argue with Barca fans no more. Because this always happens every single year, bro. People will call me a Barca hater all you guys want, but you guys always shoot yourself in the foot. It always happens. Always. It's like inevitable now. Would you say it's more Eric Garcia's fault or...
No, definitely. It's like to the max. When you go down a man that early on into the game, you have to completely change your
I'm saying that red card play. Would you say it was Ter Stegen or Eric Garcia's fault? Because Ter Stegen had a bad pass.
Ter Stegen did make a shit pass. However, I think that 70% of the time, I think he saves that one-on-one opportunity.
Yeah. By the way, Ter Stegen was absolutely awful today.
Shit, yeah.
I'm pissed because I had him in my fantasy team, which I don't know what went on in my head. But that's easily, I think, one of the worst games I've seen Ter Stegen play ever. I'm not going to lie. His distribution was terrible. They could have scored 2 more of those goals off his passes. He had a couple corners where he looked shaky. And the goals he scored, I'm pretty sure he had his eyes closed in all of them. Like, there's pictures already. That was dreadful. What other takeaways you have from this game?
Damn. Lamine Yamal is really fucking good. I honestly have no negativity to say towards that kid anymore. He's next up. I think we all have already seen it. He's proved it in the Liga. He proved it in the Euros. This kid is world class at the age of 17.
Messi potential or no?
Oh man, see, it's because those that word specifically, Messi potential, just sounds crazy. You cannot possibly tell me that he's gonna be better than Messi. However, he's doing things that Messi and Ronaldo were not doing at the age of 17. Breaking onto the scene so early, so young in the stage of your career is unheard of, and it just seems like these kids, man, continue to get younger and younger and get better and better. Being 18 and breaking onto the first team was already unheard of when Messi and Ronaldo were breaking out, but now you're doing this shit at 16 years old, 17, carrying on, continuing to provide for your team and be probably the best player on your side, hands down. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, because he brings so many moments of a spark for Barca. Like we obviously saw today, they're a man down. The guy, that was a solo goal by him. We saw last year in the Champions League to open up the scoring against PSG at the Parc des Princes. He took Nuno Mendes, gave the assist. Yeah. We saw in the Euros, it's like this guy has so many moments of spark, and you just forget he's 17. At this point, he's already one of the best wingers in the world. And debatably, once the season ends, he can be number 1. If he continues his form, because he's gotten a stat every single game this season, a goal or an assist,
my goodness,
undoubtedly he could become that. Age is just a number for this guy, honestly.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Legit.
Something else from this game. Do you think Barca will still like go far, semifinalists or finalists, despite the loss today?
See, now when I look at Barcelona, I notice that their offense is spectacular. Is definitely their best asset, but their backline is, I'd say weak. I'd say shit. If anything, I don't.
Even what if when Araujo comes back?
It's okay when Araujo comes back. Then I mean, but it's like I don't see Araujo how I see Saliba, a man who can just pick up whatever his dual partner does. I don't see Araujo as that. I think Araujo definitely needs another center back to help him with that.
Cubarsi's not there yet.
Cubarsi he's not bad either. Honestly, it just pisses me off. I hate rating these kids so young, but Cubarsi also had a pretty good game. I can't deny that.
Balde was the one that was pretty average.
Balde
today.
was questionable today, definitely. And then it also goes to show that Barca lack. I guess they lack depth. You're down in the Champions League. You're down only by one, and your main source of goals to bring off the bench is Ferran Torres. Oh,
all youngsters on the bench.
Oh man,
and
they
decided to take off Yamal.
I think it was precaution. I can see some of the substitutions being correct decisions. At that point, he was kind of just looking out to the future. Bring off Lewandowski, gets to keep him match fit. Bring off Yamal, keep on match fit. Those are cool. But I just think at the same time, you don't have enough firepower or type of talent on your bench. I don't think you can rely on that many youngsters when your team already is so what's the word? I guess desperate for these fucking youngster players to take advantage of their opportunity. But you can't just keep on throwing all of them. Not all of these guys are going to be Cubarsi. Not all of these guys are going to be Lamine Yamal. Majority of these guys won't end up playing for Barcelona probably by next season. Let's be honest. By the time they make their 21-year-old or 22 years old, they'll probably be making loans and getting transferred to another club.
That's true. In my opinion, I think Barca are still going to make it pretty far in the tournament. They do have some pretty tough matches following this loss. They still got to play Bayern. They got to play Benfica away. They got to play Atalanta, which is a team that won the Europa League last season. So it won't be easy, but I think Hansi Flick, and once they get some of these players back from injury, like De Jong, Araujo, I think that'd be solid. But this is what Barca does, though. They could have you on a high, especially Barca fans. They could be talking, and then they shoot themselves in the foot, or they get that moment that just ends it all for them in their campaign. And it's bound to happen later on. But I still do think they'll make it pretty far. It could be I think it'll be like last season, to be honest.
How they just
semifinals probably shit the bed. They always do it to themselves, bro. They either choke a big lead. We saw it last year. Araujo got a red that completely lost their tie.
Cancelo got torched in both legs.
Individual mistakes, next game, let's go my club Arsenal.
Next.
So on Instagram, if you guys don't follow us on Instagram, make sure to drop a follow. We appreciate it. We posted some graphics of our UCL predictions. I surprisingly put Arsenal as my flop team, the big flop team, because especially now that Odegaard's injured and the fixtures we have some tough games. We just tied to Atalanta away, which is, in my opinion, a good result. We still got to play Sporting away with a Gyökeres that's on fire, and we always show against Portuguese teams. We got to go up against, let me pull up their freaking schedule. I had it by memory, but I completely forgot. Sporting away, Atalanta away, which was today. PSG, we're at home, but that's still tough. Inter away. And Monaco, who just beat Barca.
I saw Arsenal, Liverpool, and Chelsea before that. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, we have a tough schedule, and we're already picking up some injuries, and I don't know, man. Just something tells me that Arteta's just going to want to focus more on the Prem, and those UCL nights are just going to be too heavy on us. So I wouldn't be surprised if we flop. David Raya did save our ass today. Crazy. I think he pulled off a save of the season worthy.
Worst penalty rebound I've ever seen in my life.
Very slow.
I don't get how you could possibly not react and get that ball in the back.
You didn't expect the Raya to get up that fast. That's why. It's happened before. Remember, we played Aston Villa and he had a save like that.
He's done that.
The guy was just trying to place it instead of like rushing himself, and he saved it, bro. I was like, oh my God.
I had stepped out. Because low-key I already given up. I saw Barca. I saw my parlay wasn't going to hit, so I definitely just stopped watching. But then he ended up making the save. But what the important thing is, let's get this out the way. Arsenal are not going to win anything if they don't get a forward. If you guys don't pick up anybody by the winter transfer window, I just don't see anything happening for this side.
As much as I'm okay with Havertz, I think in terms of depth, we're kind of cooked because we saw Jesus today was terrible.
Jesus and Martinelli are shitters.
Yeah,
they're so bad.
Now that you bring it up,
I've been trying to tell you this. Martinelli is not.
No, but
good,
you would say when he was still good.
Dog, you had Garnacho over Martinelli at some point, bro.
Garnacho over Martinelli?
Yeah, I mean Martinelli over Garnacho.
Because it was valid.
It was never valid.
Love. 2 years ago,
Garnacho better than him since he was in his youth academy days.
Martinelli 2 years ago was insane.
What did he do?
We won nothing.
Like 5.
But he had 14 goals in the Prem.
That's not bad.
15 or 14.
That's not bad. I think the whole team was cooking though.
Martinelli though,
each other really well, but no, he's shit. He's bad. He's unproductive. He's undecisive. The guy doesn't know how to dribble without facing downwards. He's a piss poor left wing. Dare I say, Mudryk level. Legit.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I agree with you now because
he's terrible.
And it hurts for me to say as an Arsenal fan because this is a kid I saw develop at 18 years old, number 35 at Arsenal, playing left wing, playing striker, having an insane impact off the bench, scoring against Chelsea, carrying an Arsenal team that was in the mud. He was scoring the majority of the goals for Arsenal. Our only light at the end of the tunnel. And as the years gone by, he was pretty decent. I think he peaked like 2 years ago. And now, bro, he deadass plays like Mudryk.
He's
like
legit just gone downhill.
He looks so out of it. He doesn't produce anything. And not only that, when I was at these matches at the Copa America, like the guy was just dreadful every time he played for Brazil.
He's bad.
He's like, it sucks because I wanted this kid to be like world class level, and at some point it did look like he was gonna reach that. I thought there was a point where I thought Martinelli was better than Saka. I see like the second season he was at Arsenal. That's just how good he was at the time, and now I think just every other player his age just has surpassed him, and Martinelli has stayed at the level he is now. But
yes, everyone continued to increase their game except for Martinelli.
Yeah, it's just, and the thing is, it's not even lack of confidence. I just think it's lack of ability now. The guy just can't do it no more.
He's just not good enough anymore. He's gonna end up taking the ESR route. He's gonna probably get frozen out of the club a little bit. Get probably misplaced by everyone else. There's probably gonna be tons of other wingers. There's probably a youth academy guy out there fiending.
And I think that's why Arteta bought Sterling. Like, get some competition, some veteranship in there for his spot.
Yeah, I guess.
But the way I see it, I think Martinelli might be gone by the end of the season. Might get sold. Only right option right now, because damn, he's been terrible. And
he starts majority of you guys.
Starts because Trossard can't start. I don't know why.
At this point, you guys have to start him, bro. There's just no other decision.
It sucks. That sucks because this is a player I had so much potential, so much belief in. But it is what it is. But to end off with Arsenal, you guys see the damage we have without Odegaard, the effect he has. This Arsenal team looks very boring to watch without Odegaard for some reason.
That's funny because that's not even the part that I noticed Odegaard missing the most. Where I noticed him missing like completely was you guys' set pieces. You guys, I don't think you guys got a single cross or a single corner, free kick, anything into a good scoring chance.
But Saka's the one that takes him though.
Someone else had taken one. Someone else had taken one on the left hand side.
He doesn't. Odegaard doesn't take set pieces.
Dead ass?
Yeah, no.
He takes corners.
He takes penalties
and corners, doesn't he? I swear he takes
Saka
corners.
and Declan Rice.
Oh, I swear he takes corners.
He probably takes some, but I think the main
gotcha.
The main thing he involves himself in when he's on the pitch is fluidity of the game, creativity, and we don't have that no more.
Your defense from offense, your transition into the game. That's where Odegaard is a specialist at.
We're like that one horse drawing where like it's a horse on the legs and then it gets worse in the middle and the end. It's like a doodle of the horse's face. That's Arsenal right now. We're all defense without Odegaard. Man, hopefully it improves because we have to play Man City this Sunday, which I think will end in a draw. Another boring game like last year. Hopefully we don't lose.
No. City are gonna run rampant. I don't know, guys, bro.
Haaland against Saliba is literally locked down. He hasn't scored on.
This is Prem Haaland.
Bro, Saliba hasn't conceded against Haaland.
It's ever. Over. I think it's over.
All right, we'll see. And Gabriel too is on fire right now.
9 goals already.
Arsenal has the best. No way, Arsenal's away record is disgusting.
So is Haaland's conversion rate right now.
Not against Arsenal though.
I guess we'll see.
It has to get broken. Next game, let's do Feyenoord. I think this is where your stocks go up a little bit.
My stocks low-key been going up a lot.
Feyenoord and Santi Jimenez 4-0 versus Bayer Leverkusen at home. What was that? What was that performance?
Oh man, like I love some Santi Shag, but I legitimately almost feel bad for him at this point. There wasn't a single opportunity I saw this guy receive. No shots converted. And this is where my take comes in, that I'm telling you that he's just not that guy for the Sele. I don't think he's that guy in general anymore. He's not. Santi Jimenez is a player that relies so heavily on his teammates. He is just not a chance creator. He's not a difference maker. Santi's a guy that'll put the ball into the net. But if you cannot possibly supply him with a perfect opportunity, he won't convert. Santi Jimenez needs the rest of his team to be better than him to shine. If the rest of his team is piss poor.
Or as good as him.
Yeah. Was he really that good today? Regardless of the opportunities he didn't receive, he was still shit. He's part of the team, and the entire team was dog shit. Feyenoord got absolutely assaulted. Frimpong and Grimaldo were cooking. Oh my God. They were ridiculously cooking, bro. They didn't stand a chance. They didn't stand a chance against Leverkusen, who are my flop. They played Feyenoord. Let's get that shit out the way. Yeah. They still need to play a top team, but it's a possibility that I could definitely have been wrong about Xavi.
Yeah, you surprised me with that one. You have Leverkusen, which we already see a little drop off from last year because they already lost the game in the Bundesliga.
Lost. That was kind of my swing towards it. Yeah, that they kind of
that good. That one loss.
That one. I just think that the majority of these competitions are very much different, and I think in the long run, I don't think Leverkusen's depth is going to be substantial enough to take them far in the Champions League. I think they probably don't make it out of the playoffs.
I do think maybe they do have depth, but not quality depth.
Not good enough depth. Yeah.
Yeah. But not good enough striker position have good depth.
Not Champions League depth. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. Santi. I saw the entire match hoping he was going to score at least one. The guy didn't have a single shot. He looked very non-existent. His teammates weren't supplying him at all.
Not at all.
But man, like today just reminded me of him in a green shirt, in a selección shirt.
It did.
Well, not even green, fucking burgundy.
It looked exactly
like a Mexico game. Yeah. Like he was non-existent. No one would find him.
And everyone blamed the teammates. It's the exact same scenario instead of the Sele.
No, but defense today was terrible.
The goalkeeper was shocking.
I really hope Santi picks up the form in the Champions League because fuck, Feyenoord does have some tough games. They still got to play Bayern too, I'm pretty sure.
Santi Jimenez possibly could have had a goal, maybe 2 goals if he would have left, signed for Nottingham Forest, played in the Premier League, and gotten some actual recognition. Now he's going to be the laughingstock of the Champions League because I promise you Feyenoord are only going to get worse. This is just the tip of the iceberg. These guys played a Leverkusen that is still fresh to the Champions League, and they got absolutely battered. No disrespect to Leverkusen, they're top side. But let's face it, how many more better sides are there than Leverkusen? There's a lot of much better teams. So
Santi still has to play Bayern Munich, Jesus. Man City away.
Oh my God.
Salzburg, that could be a winnable game. Benfica away and Girona away. Girona's not the same team from last year, but it's still an away team.
It's an away team that almost kept PSG at a draw.
Yep.
I don't think Feyenoord stand a chance in this.
No, so I think Santi, for the sake of his career, he has to leave in January. Bro, he cannot stay there.
So?
Yeah, bro.
Who's going to pick him up? Nottingham and Leverkusen were the only.
That's why I'm upset because today he should have proven.
And he legitimately said
he should have proven to Leverkusen with at least a goal. Hey, I could be that guy.
Him. Yeah, they just should. Boniface dropped a masterclass too. You saw that fake shot pass? That was sick.
Boniface,
never seen that in a live game in my life, bro. That was like
Henry.
That was insane. They got cooked.
Next game from today, I think that was it. Well, we didn't watch these matches. Atletico beat RB Leipzig 2-1. Josema winner. I didn't see the match, so I can't really say much on that.
It was a shock to me, honestly. I didn't think Atleti were going to pull it off against Leipzig.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
Yesterday's games, Man City 0-0 draw versus Inter. Thank God I didn't watch that game.
Jan Sommer, masterclass. That's probably the only way I can put that game.
Yeah. I expected Haaland to not score. That's why I didn't put him on my fantasy team, but I'm pretty sure he's still going to finish as one of the 2 top scorers in the tournament. Because I think Harry Kane's going to finish number 1 because he already has a 4-goal lead.
They're probably going to keep him in the lead.
Who else? Dortmund beat Bruges 3-0. Jamie Gintons.
Jamie Bino Giddens, keep an eye out, bro. This kid is spectacular, man. These are the fun wingers that you guys like to see. These are the wingers that people complain about that the game has lost. Bino Giddens is really, really good, bro. He's such a fun watch, man. He comes off the bench and brings electricity. He brings that energy. The guy is dropping multiple scissors in front of you. He's gonna beat you. He's gonna get to the goal. He's gonna bring a chance on.
He's a winger, no?
He's a proper winger, bro.
He's like a powerful winger.
A direct winger. He's a scary winger. That kid is really good, bro. Borussia Dortmund just continue to bring out. They've lost superstar after superstar, and it seems like it just never phases them. Borussia Dortmund are a spectacular stepping stone club, and anybody is honored to play at that club.
20 years old.
He's good as fuck.
And another English wonder kid. Bellingham, Sancho, now Gintons.
This one's clear of Madueke, low-key. Clear of Madueke. I think potentially right now better than Sancho because Sancho just isn't him right now.
I mean, he keeps scoring.
Scored
off
once.
The bench.
Scored once.
No, Gintons.
Oh, Gintons. Now this is his like fourth goal. I'm pretty sure fourth goal contribution. Bringing off a brace off the bench. Nah, man, he's class. He's really good.
Wants to watch player.
There you go, big time. This is his breakout season for sure.
All right, PSG beat Girona 1-0. Also, I watched this game. I was very disappointed. It was a hard watch. Not that entertaining.
It took one opportunity of Nuno Mensch to be his man, cooked his man low key, and then Gazzaniga is really
Gazzaniga.
Shit. So shit.
Liverpool 3-1 against Milan away.
That game, this is the one I actually didn't watch.
I didn't watch it either, but
got obliterated.
What I could say is AC Milan are like in some sort of crisis,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
AC Milan are not looking good. Rafael Leao has had some problems with the coach. Same with Theo Hernandez the other day. Like,
Pulisic mentioned something too in one of the post-match interviews. I'm pretty sure he was talking about how they have the ability on the side, but that hopefully they can bring in a coach that matches their energy or something like that. Some like American shit. You know how they always
American. You know how they say that sounds like what
you know how they never take the blame. Yeah, you know how he never takes the blame. That's him.
They're currently 10th in Serie A, and they just got slaughtered at home versus Liverpool. I think if I'm Leao, I'm thinking of a move away, either in January or at the end of the season.
I think Leao and Theo. Theo's also like had enough at this point.
I think Leao's in his prime, and he has to like find his
prime. It's because the thing is, you watch. I think Leao is such a joy to watch that people forget that he's not.
He's inconsistent.
Good. Yeah, he's not that good. Because when he is on, like, but I'm tired of this saying, but it's like when he's on his day, he is really good. Yada yada yada. Like anyone. But I think Leao is just much more of a fun watch. He's just a guy that people really enjoy. They also enjoy the fact that he's always like fucking grinning and shit. He's just a likable football player. So I think people put that in a retrospective to kind of ignore the fact that he's very, very inconsistent. Because let's face it, how many Champions League goals does this guy have? What, 3, 4 in 3 seasons?
Yeah.
That's not good enough. Not good enough at all.
Yeah, that's why I think he has to find a club where he finds that consistency and a team that pushes him to be like that guy. Because at AC Milan, there's no one else to really bench him. There's not quality like him.
Yeah.
And he knows that. So sometimes on the field, you can see like, man, like, I'm not going to track back.
What are you going to do? Bench me? Yeah, I feel it.
I'm not going to track back. But no, this guy, man, he has potential to be really class.
He's good. We've seen it. We've seen him on we've seen a really good season of Rafael Leao at Milan, and it was devastating. It was a really good Milan team.
He really does make defenders look dumb.
Yeah,
like with pace, with skill, with power. Like, he's very good.
He started off as a striker, and he was pretty bad.
Sporting,
he was pretty
lanky
bad.
Striker.
Yeah, he wasn't that good.
Lille.
They converted him into
someone converted to a winger, and it turned out to be
really
the best
worked out
of his career,
big time.
All right, that was for
Milan.
Okay, now we're at the Tuesday games. So let's start off with, let's do the Madrid one. We beat Stuttgart 3-1.
I think Rudiger should have seen yellow, possibly a penalty. That I think it was a set piece. I'm pretty sure.
At the end?
Yeah.
Last week, bro.
I don't know, man. I've seen that been given plenty of times.
Yeah, for us.
Yeah.
Gotta forget.
Yeah, fair.
Come on, Papa. Papa Perez.
I forgot.
Main takeaways. I think Real Madrid's midfield is completely lost right now. And it was pretty obvious once Toni Kroos left that this was going to be like a struggle in the beginning. But this is something we do have to fix because we're trying to win La Liga. If we don't fix that problem, I feel like in the Classico, Barca will for real run us over. I do feel like it. Regardless of how bad or good Madrid or Barca are, I feel like Barca just turned into a different team when they play against Madrid. And if Madrid doesn't solve that midfield problem, I think Barca could stomp on us, to be honest.
Think so?
Yeah. Bro, as much as I troll Barca, they're Madrid's kryptonite.
No, and they're La Liga merchants right now. They're 5-0. Exactly. They've torched every team they've played. So I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's probably
we have what Madrid doesn't have right now is the composure that Toni Kroos would give us in the midfield. I think Valverde is too fast. He obviously busts his ass. He wins the ball back.
They're just very different midfielders.
Tchouaméni, he just isn't Kroos. I mean, he's good on the ball, but it's just different class, man. It really is. I think Jude Bellingham, lately he's been dropping back more. Well, not lately. He was injured against Stuttgart. He was dropping back more like as an 8. But no, man, we have to figure something out or else we might not win anything this year. And then obviously the front three, they're slowly starting to click. But it is affecting Vinny. I think Vinny's the one, like, the odd man out now.
About time.
Because Rodrigo's been linking up good with Mbappe. Vinny would really strive when he was with Benzema or Joselu.
But do you know
or
why?
A 2-man.
It's because these players played through, because everyone was playing through Vinny. Vinny was the target man. Vinny's now he's learning to adapt, not being the target man anymore. He needs to remember now that he is not necessarily a backup, but he's a support winger now. Vinny is now not the main man that they're going to run through. It's going to be Mbappe, regardless of form, regardless of who it is. Mbappe sitting at the 9 is going to be the target player. He's going to be the one that people want to get through everywhere with. And so he has to just learn how to play like that again. That's how I see it.
Vinny would thrive off of assists because he needs like a target striker up there, and Mbappe isn't that. He's still a winger. Striker. Like he has winger. What's the word? Habits still.
More of a center.
He has winger habits. So Vinny trying to look for him hasn't really been working because he expects him to make runs that a striker would make or be open like a striker, which half the time he isn't. I don't think Vinny has scored an open goal this season yet.
Give it by December, this team is legit gonna just be running rampant through everyone. I can already see it, bro. I don't see a Madrid team failing to be good enough. I mean, this team just has too much star power. There's not a single spot, obviously apart from Carvajal because he fucking sucks, that I see is, pretty good at.
Who's
pretty good. Hey, butt crack.
Started as center back.
Yeah, Jesus, you guys are cooked. But no, legit. And Vinny just needs to learn how to play with Mbappe. Rodrigo's getting along with it well. It's obviously, I'm not gonna say he's being a bitch here, but no, it definitely probably has some, bit of an attitude, dilemmas here and there. Obviously Mbappe coming in, stealing the shine from everyone.
Spotlight.
Yeah, so it makes sense. It's the same reason Neymar left, let's face it. But I think they'll be more than fine. I don't see this being a problem for too long for Madrid. Maybe they'll suffer one, crucial loss against the top team. Maybe it'll probably be that Classico. Is there a Classico before December?
Pretty sure there always is.
Then that's definitely probably going to be the.
And it's a must win, especially if Barca don't drop points till then.
That'll be the switch flipper for sure.
Endrick proving us wrong or what?
It's pretty sick. I like him. What I really like is some huevos, bro. You're so ambitious to score at such a young age. You gotta love that, man. Especially in
you had Mbappe and Vinny wide open.
You're gonna shoot from distance, bro, on your weak foot, man.
When I saw him load up the shot, I'm like, oh my god, what are you doing? And then it like swerves and goes, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy's balls are crazy. Bro.
People said
it was a pretty misplaced shot, but the amount of power it had,
in the back of the net, man.
The amount of power it had, it went.
That's all that matters at the end of the day. If you're gonna shoot from that distance, you got to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, I like. He brings a lot of energy as a sub, and obviously he's more of a natural striker compared to
right now too. I think every time Endrick has scored, the entire stadium erupts, bro. Like they love the kid, man. They want him to succeed as much as everyone else does.
Because he brings that impact. Because obviously he's more of a natural striker compared to Mbappe.
Definitely.
So obviously proved me wrong.
What I did notice is people were mentioning how Mbappe and Vinny didn't celebrate with him, but I think that was just due to fatigue. It was the end of the game. It wasn't nothing deep. At least the way I looked at it, it didn't seem like anything deep to me. Because they went and dapped each other up, and then they went and hugged him. And anything. They knew the game was over. They didn't really need a. I'm sure if it was a 2-1, I'm sure it probably would have been a much different celebration. But nah, he just let the kid have his own shine.
Do you think you would? There's no way
What are you
Endrick
gonna
finds a
say?
starting spot by the end of the season, right?
Oh no way, no chance. It's kind of impossible for him to get the starting spot. There's no way he'll play over Mbappe, bro.
Like a 4-4-2, Mbappe and Endrick, Vinny on the left,
No,
Rodrigo on
because
the
then
right.
you'd sacrifice Jude Bellingham as more of an 8 or a 6, and I don't think you'd want to do that. You want to keep Jude Bellingham at least giving an opportunity to go up the pitch. So you're better off with 3 midfield.
Yeah. Next game, Bayern with a 9-2 victory over Dynamo. Sunday league score, to be honest. Harry Kane with the poker. I captained him in my captain on fantasy in it. Vamos. Good start. Olise double. Olise brace.
I'm so butthurt.
Bro, that team is so sick.
I'm so butthurt that he's at Bayern low key.
That team is
He was probably never gonna join United. Let's be real, but I don't know. He just doesn't fit. He's obviously fit to wear the jersey, but he just doesn't look right in a Bayern jersey. I just didn't see that happening at all. Well, obviously he's proved his worth. He's a fantastic player. Michael Olise, Jamal Musiala, Gnabry, Kane. They had a really good front four. Sane might not see the starting 11.
Regardless of, like, I don't know how far Bayern could be in the Champions League in this tournament, but that front four, dude, that's sick. Musiala, Olise, Kane, and you either have Gnabry,
Sane. Jesus,
Sane, even though he's inconsistent.
You can play Coleman there, who's
Coleman
pretty fast. Now they have a really
explosive.
Now that is Champions League depth. That is depth that gets you far in the Champions League.
That's explosive team.
Sick.
How far do you think they could go?
I reckon semifinalists. I reckon this is a Bayern team that's set, that's ready.
You think Company would have that in his bag?
I think so. I think what Bayern did like from Company is his fire. Bayern Company will not let you backtalk him. We've seen a whole shit ton of videos of him cursing out his teammates, cursing out his players when they get in the wrong. Vincent Company will check anybody on that squad. It doesn't matter who. And I think that brings a lot of, fire to what the German national team also brings, what the Bundesliga does bring to themselves. So I think it's a good match. I think they're more than capable enough together, especially with the team, like we've mentioned, what a nasty squad they have. Upamecano didn't play too bad. I mean, they played fucking Dynamo, but still, he ain't played too bad. Kim Min-jae, we've already known this guy since Napoli. He's a baller. Guerreiro played really good. These guys have a really good squad. Can't forget Alphonso Davies, Kimmich, Pavlovic. We have a sick squad, bro. They're more than capable of being semifinalists, if not finalists.
I think the last game we'll talk about was the very first one, Juventus PSG, only because I'm wearing the shirt. I actually saw this game.
I peeped the goal, but I didn't finish the game.
Yildiz, that was probably the goal of the weekend or of the week.
You rate Yildiz? I haven't watched enough of him to say I rate him like that. But he's been getting a lot of spotlight recently in the start of the season.
He has a good shot on him. He already has a number 10 shirt too for
he
Juve.
does have the 10.
No, good player. I think Thiago Motta has quickly changed the identity of this team. Obviously, letting go of Chiesa, letting go of many players.
He gives me fat ass Xabi Alonso vibes. He gives me huge Xabi Alonso vibes. A DM that was good. Obviously, not as good as Xabi Alonso because Xabi Alonso was world class. But
like Arteta.
Yeah, there you go. I like a DM becoming a manager. It just makes more sense. They read the game very differently from other positions. So I think when they use their intellect from playing their professional years into their tactical mindset, it looks really, really good.
It's always a midfielder. Huh?
Yeah, it's always a midfielder who are sick.
Guardiola, Xavi, Thiago Motta, Arteta.
Mourinho was a midfielder, I'm pretty sure.
Who was fucking...
Ancelotti was a midfielder, no?
Damn, it's always the midfielder.
Legit, huh? Yeah. They just always end up becoming... I think Klopp was thinking of another one. I think Klopp was like a right mid or something.
Fuck, I'm thinking of another one right now. I hella forgot. Who else? Did I say Xavi? Xavi was a midfielder.
You said the first one.
Fuck, I had someone like a...
Wasn't Piojo Herrera fucking midfielder?
I think he was. Rafa Marquez DM / center back.
Yeah, Jesus, man.
Always them. That's a good point to bring up, actually. I think that was it. I think to end the episode, we didn't talk about the Classico Nacional. And another reason why Steve isn't here.
Just talk about it lightly. It's just kind of funny because
is it even it's not even a rivalry.
It's not a rivalry in any selection. Not in the women's team, not in the men's team, not in the kids teams, not in our descenso teams. Like, you guys are shit. Like, it's funny because these are teams that I like. I still hate Monterrey teams more than I hate Chivas and Cruz Azul. But Chivas are legitimately the biggest laughing stock in the Liga MX. You guys are the most biased, delusional fucking fans I have ever witnessed, bro. There's no way that many of you guys were running your mouths thinking that beating Juarez meant you guys were gonna touch America. You guys couldn't beat an America at their lowest point. And like I mentioned, this was going to be the bounce back. America now has 2 wins in a row. We're playing fluid football. We're getting Sendejas back. We're getting probably not Cáceres. Ramon Juarez is back in the starting 11. Davila and Buffalo are 2 substitute strikers are scoring goals. At this point, we're probably going for La Tercera, and there's nothing you guys can do with that. We're going 3 times in a row, and Chivas probably not even make Liguilla again. Legit.
This was Chivas' time to fucking win. Since 2017,
and we didn't even play good. This is like don't make it seem like we fucking outclassed you guys. No, we just got the goal and parked the bus. But Chivas did absolutely nothing. Hormiga did Hormiga play?
Sold.
Did Hormiga play?
Legit? You missed both of them.
Did he play for real? He started. I thought Chicha played. It looked like Chicha did ass.
You missed both the tap-ins.
What a wanker, bro. Piojo or not Piojo? No, man, Piojo was also shit too. Pobre Sueño, I love seeing all his fucking tweets, all his Instagram stories. Yeah, run your mouth, you fucking shitter, because that's all you're good at, bro. That's all you're good at. Play some fucking defense. You guys will get some points up, fam. That shit is done, bro. The Classico Nacional is not what it used to be, and Chivas are legitimately getting worse and worse and worse. We whoop your guys' ass every time it comes along. Yeah, you guys beat us in that Conca Champions game, but guess who still fucking went through? Because we obliterated you guys in the first leg. Even when Chivas beat us, you guys still end up looking like losers, bro. There's nothing you guys can do right now to tell me that Chivas is bigger, better. There's nothing that Chivas has that is better than America. Legit. Hands down.
You know, Fortnite wasn't out the last time Chivas beat us.
In the league?
It wasn't.
Holy shit.
Fortnite wasn't out yet. It was still called what is it called? Save the World?
Save the World. Jesus.
That's shambolic, bro.
Jesus.
When is it gonna happen at this point?
When America is like at fucking 20 titles, probably when I'm on my deathbed or some shit, and America loses 2-1 in like the 90th minute in like 2067.
Let us know in the comments about everything we talked about. Who do you guys think is your UCL favorite? What happened this week? Best performer, best team, anything. And if you're an America fan, let us know. Talk your smack in the comments. If you're a Chivas fan, let us know why you guys can't beat America. Jesus. But I guess that was it. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.